The birth, infancy, and childhood of Neric Wolobich. Once upon a time, Mama Wolobich got pregnant. It happened when Daddy Wolobich's sperm fertilized her egg and bang, created a zygote. 14 days later, that zygote turned into an embryo. 7 weeks later, that embryo turned into a fetus. And about 27 weeks later, the child in that fetus popped out and we got Neric Wolobich. Newborn baby Neric was at home, chilling in his crib, until one day his brother accidentally dropped a blanket on his head. Pre-equipped with some reflexes, Neric is able to swat at the blanket and get it off his face. Wow, that was a close one. Baby Neric is a bit overwhelmed in his new house. There are a bunch of people in there, and they're always shaking toys in his face. He gets the point eventually and stops paying attention to the toys, and this is a perfect example of habituation. All of these people are overwhelming for Neric. He just wants to be with his mother for her milk. Fast forward about 6 months, and little Neric can finally sit up on his own. Yay! Meanwhile, his tiny little baby brain is producing neurons like crazy, and in about a month, he'll have around 28 billion neurons in his brain. This is right around the time the baby Neric will reach his sensory motor stage. His brain is developing, so he's taking in the sights, sounds, and feels all around him. Wait, what's this? Baby Neric is crawling! Yay! He spends most of his time now crawling around, touching things, and clinging to his mother. Happy birthday, Neric! He's 1 year old now and just took his first steps. One day, he walked over to his dad, who just got a picture book. In the book was a plane. Neric remembers this. A few days later, he's getting a stroller ride from his mom, and on it, he sees a bird fly away. And he shouts, "Plane!" Neric tried to associate the bird into his plane schema. This is common in children of his age. Neric is very clingy to his mom and dad at this age. Anytime someone else tries to hold him, he cries. He is very attached to his parents and has some stranger anxiety. Fast forward about 2 years, and Neric is in the prime of his pre-operational stage. He can represent things, but struggles with mental operations. For instance, when asked who his mom was, he said his mom. When asked if his mom had a son, he said no. This is him being egocentric. Neric has this attitude for the next few years, but finally, around age 7, he starts to think more concretely. Neric is starting to understand things like math and concrete ideas. This means it's time for Neric to go to the real world and enter school. He's very excited to be finished with these stages of his life and can't wait to start his late childhood and adolescence.